Good day to you all. Today we are going to talk about elephant. You are watching Soul Creation videos. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. You have to click that subscribe button and bell icon to see my new videos. The Sri Lankan elephant population is now largely restricted to the dry zone in the north, east and southeast of Sri Lanka. Elephants are present in Ruhuna National Park, Yala National Park, Lankan National Park, Wilpattu National Park and Minnie National Park, but also live outside protected areas. It is estimated that Sri Lanka has the highest density of elephant in Asia. Human-elephant conflict is increasing due to conversion of elephant habitat to settlement and permanent cultivation. Sri Lankan elephants are restricted mostly to the lowlands in the dry zone, where they are still fairly widespread in north, south, east, northwestern, north central and southeastern in Sri Lanka. A small remnant population exists in the peak wilderness sanctuary. They are absent from the wet zone of the country. Apart from Wilpattu and Ruhuna national parks, all other protected areas are less than 390 square meters in extent. Many areas are less than 90 square meters and hence not large enough to compass the entire home ranges of elephants that use them. Elephants are classified as mega herbivores and consume up to 150 kg of plant matter per day. As generalists, they feed on a wide variety of food plants. In Sri Lanka's northwestern region, feeding behavior of elephant was observed during the period of January 1998 to December 1999. The elephants fed on a total of 116 plant species belonging to 35 families, including 27 species of cultivated plants. Females and calves generally form small, closely associated social groups without the hierarchical tier structure exhibited by African savanna elephants. However, at some locations such as Minnie National Park, hundreds of individuals aggregate during the dry season, suggesting that grouping behavior is flexible and depends on season and place. Like all Asian elephants, the Sri Lankan subspecies communicate using visual, acoustic and chemical signals. At least 14 different vocal and acoustic signals have been described, which include some low-frequency call. The suffering of poor farmers due to invading elephants is being highlighted practically every day in media and newspapers. According to media reports, elephants invade farmers' cultivations, destroy crops and damage their homes. Villagers demand that the government should build electric fences to safeguard them from invading elephants. Meanwhile, environmental organizations complain of the number of elephants killed due to gunshot wounds as well as jaw blasting explosives used by the farmers, and those fall into farmers' unprotected well and irrigation channels. Centuries ago, elephants were widely distributed from the sea level to the highest mountain ranges. Portuguese complained of elephants approaching their fortress in Colombo in the evenings. From early 19th century, British rulers sold the upcountry forest land for commercial plantations of coffee and afterwards tea. Until 1830, elephants were so plentiful. The British declared the elephants as an agricultural pest and their destruction was encouraged. The British indulged in shooting elephants as a sport and an army major was supposed to have killed over 1,500 elephants. Between 1829 and 1855 alone, more than 6,000 elephants were captured or shot. Currently, there are no elephants in the hill country, except for a small herd that migrate occasionally. By the turn of the 20th century, elephants were still distributed over much of the island. The resident sportsman's shooting reserve, an area reserved for the sporting pleasure of British residents, is the current Ruhuna National Park. In the early 20th century, dry-zoned ancient reservoirs were reconstructed for irrigated agriculture. Irrigation systems were rehabilitated and people were resettled. After independence, Gal-Oya, Udawalawe, Mahawali and other development schemes results, clearing many thousands of acres. As a result, elephants' habitat in the dry zone has been severely fragmented. During Lanka's armed conflict, elephants were killed or killed by landmines. Between 1990 and 1994, a total of 261 wild elephants died either as a result of gunshot injuries or were killed by poachers and landmines. Between 1999 and 2006, nearly 100 wild elephants were killed every year. In 2006, a total of 160 elephants were killed. Sri Lankan elephant population is now largely restricted to lowlands in the dry zone, east and southeast. Elephants are present in wildlife reserves and a small remnant population exist in the peak wilderness sanctuary. Apart from Wilpattu and Ruhuna national parks, all other protected regions are less than 1,000 square kilometers in extent. Many areas are less than 50 square kilometers and not large enough to encompass the entire home ranges of elephants that use them. In Mahawali Development Area, protected areas as Waskamoor, floodplains, Somavati and Trincomalee National Parks have been linked to give an overall area of 1,172 square kilometers of continuous habitat for elephants. However, elephants in this country seem to feel shy of using corridors designed by man, resulting about 65% of the country's elephants' range extend outside the protected areas into human settlements and agricultural areas. It is claimed that Sri Lanka has the highest density of elephants in Asia. Sri Lanka has a long history of domesticating elephants. Back to the times when simple kings kept them for military purposes and to enhance the majesty of their reign. Today, domesticated elephants engaged works are logging, particularly in forested areas, construction. Historically, elephants have played a big role in the construction of ancient historical cities. Tourism. Elephants are engaged to give tourist rides. The Elephants Orphanage at Pinnavela, operated by the National Zoological Gardens, is a big tourist attraction. Ceremonies and temple work. Elephants participate in annual temple processions all over the country. An elephant consumes up to 150 kilograms of plant matter per day. According to experts, local elephants feed on a total of 116 plant species, including 27 species of cultivated plants. More than half of the consumed plants are non-tree species as shrubs, herbs, and climbers, and 19% are grass. Young elephants tend to feed mostly on grass varieties. About 5 square kilometers of land is needed to support an elephant in its forest habitat. Resources are abundant in regenerating forests, but at low density in mature forest. Traditional slash and burn agriculture creates optimum habitat for elephants through promoting succional vegetation. With the reduction of their habitats, elephant population have broken up and some herds have got locked in small patches of jungle. With their movement, restricted food and water sources depleted, elephants wander into new cultivated areas, which were their former habitat in search of food and find a ready source of food and even stored paddy is not spared. With their large size and equally large appetites, elephants can easily destroy the entire cultivation of a farmer in a single night. Therefore, the farmers look upon the elephant as a dangerous pest and would rarely regret its disappearance from their area. Thus, the conflict between man and elephant has become the most serious conservation problem facing the Department of Wildlife Conservation. The ecological and social cost of clearing forests to resettle villages have proved to be very high. Since 1950, a minimum of 4,200 elephants have perished in the wild as a direct result of the conflict between man and elephant in Sri Lanka. During the last 12 years, a total of 1,464 elephants were killed along with 672 humans. Between the two parties is due to the food storage to the elephants caused by reducing forest area due to development works, the rape of the forest, villagers encroaching into forest, grasslands being used by farmers' cattle, low forest quality. We will discuss more about causes of conflicts in our next video. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. See you on my next video. Bye bye.